Thank you, Presiding Officer. First of all, I congratulate Daniel Johnson for securing this important debate. Now, Mr Johnson and I, we co-hosted the event in October. The paper was launched in the morning, and we had the event took place later in the morning, where some colleagues came to ask questions. It's a really helpful session, I thought, to be quite honest. Now, this paper, for me, is a really important offer to all of society in Scotland, quite frankly. One of the key messages that came out of that session that morning was, and this is very unusual for events that we will all attend. Usually we go to events and it's always, can we get more money, more money, more money? But one of the key messages was that there's a lot of money, as Carol Walkin just touched upon, there's a lot of money already in the system that could be better invested in people. There was an ask, certainly, for more money, but it wasn't the key issue. Now, for me, the 10 recommendations in the report are extremely important. Now, I'm going to touch upon just 3. I think that the recommendations are helpful to engage in trying to deliver better outcomes for autistic people and people with ADHD. And I've engaged extensively with constituents and also family members who who've got children with autism or ADHD. And I know that we've got that societal challenge in Scotland to try to address. But it's not just us. This is a situation that's happening across the world. But obviously, in this Parliament, it's about what we can do as parliamentarians. But it's a wider issue. Now, the document, I sent the document to constituents to let them obviously look at it, read it, digest it, and make up their own minds as to what they think the document can actually do. Now, the 10 recommendations, they all have got merits, but there'll be some that have got some challenges to be delivered, particularly in a short timescale. Now, recommendation 1, which Daniel Johnson touched upon, for me is a really important recommendation here. Now, and I'll read out the title, certainly for the official report. It's the demand driven by the need for support in the workplace, in places of education, and from the benefits system. Now, I think this could be transformational in terms of healthcare to be offered, but also I think one of the challenges is the bit regarding the DWP. Clearly, we don't have that power here, but I think that is one that could be dealt with. Take a bit of time, but it could be dealt with. But certainly, constituents have raised issues regarding the diagnosis before care as a regular issue with me. And this is where I think the 5 suggestions in the recommendation could be beneficial, but I generally am of the opinion that some of them would be challenging to deliver, the DWP one in particular. Recommendation 2, the public health informed approach. That makes sense, and that could be done very much as a quick win if we can really kind of push for that. Recommendation 5 on page 15, the national strategy and resources. I think for me that's one of the most important recommendations. I am hearing from people concerned that regarding the high percentage of people diagnosed with neurodevelopmental conditions, it's challenging those who need support and the more advanced support. This recommendation is crucial to help deliver some of that. Now, Presiding Officer, I'm conscious of time, so I'm not going to go through all the recommendations, but I do welcome the paper. I think it's a helpful document, and the recommendations clearly can stimulate further discussion, further dialogue, but also decision-making, so that we can actually get better outcomes for people that we all represent. I know we do have societal challenges, but I do think that this paper can certainly help move that dial. Healthcare professionals have provided a set of recommendations to help. They know there is money in the NHS system that could be better invested, and these recommendations are very much worthy of consideration and also that further discussion, because they genuinely could make a huge difference for people that we are here to represent. Thank you.